I'm at the State of Delaware Vehicle Surplus Auction. They have a lot of great cars out here to take a look at today. They're selling off multiple lots because they're moving to another location. I'm going to take a look at the ones that I'm interested in first, including this one. It's lot 503. It's a 2017 Ford Taurus Police Interceptor, 92,305 miles. $1,816 is where the bidding is at right now. These things rarely show up here. In fact, this is the first time I've seen one, a Taurus Police Interceptor here, in years. One of the things they do when they decommission these cars, they take off the Police Interceptor badge. They don't want any reference to police when they sell these things. This is all-wheel drive. It looks really good. The only agency that I know of in Delaware that uses Tauruses is Department of Corrections. And I can faintly make out the graphics that they would have right there, right below that door ridge, that seam. Kind of adds credence to that Department of Corrections. Also, they use these cars to transport prisoners, run them to the prison systems, run them to court. And here's more remnants of the stickers that would be right here. Inside, I've never been this close to a Taurus before. I like them though. I like them a lot. I did start this one up. It has 2,166 idle hours on it. It also has an EVAP code 457. The back seat, oh my gosh, it's like a rock hard. But I like it. I like the year. The miles doesn't bother me. As long as the pricing stays fair. There's just a few tears and rips in the back of the seat, but that's all I'm seeing. I got some marks up here from where the partition was. Some holes down here from the partition. Just minor stuff, really. When I first saw this auction listing for this car, it still had the cage in it, so I'm surprised to see it taken out. I'm also struggling with pricing on this car because I just don't see them come through enough. And I went to Facebook, and there was a police interceptor group. I asked a bunch of folks out there, and they said about $6,000 seems to be the right price. I went to eBay and the sold listings, and there was one just like the same year, similar miles. It was white, sold for $6,100. So that seems to be, I'm guessing, about the right price to bid on this. This thing is right now is at $1,816, so it seems like a really nice value right now. I'm told the major weakness with these cars is the water pump. Apparently, you can expect them to go bad at 100,000 miles. This one's right about there. Who knows if it's been replaced already. It's a big job. Apparently it's something like 12 hour in labor, $2,400 job at the dealership. Also, this car is throwing an EVAP code, and I'm guessing it's simply because the gas cap's missing on this one. And right down the row, here's a twin. This is lot 513. Again, 2017 Taurus Police Interceptor all-wheel drive. Bidding is at $1,010. And this is the one I'm interested in. Actually, it looks like it's in a little better condition. I'm sure it's from Department of Corrections as well. The problem with this one, though, there's no key. You can't get in it. You can't start it. The bank has the title. The bank owns the key. You can't do anything about it. All I can do is grab the VIN, run it through, I don't know, Carfax, see what the estimate is on mileage, and see if there's any repair history. I'm interested in this one. I think a little more risk that goes with it, but we're going to see where this one ends up at. And in that last video, a lot of you guys asked about the catalytic converters that were missing on so many of the cars. And so many of the cars here also have the same catalytic converter issue. And quite frankly, they were all stolen. Some enterprising individual came in, cut through the fence, brought a jack with them, cut out the catalytic converters on as many cars as possible. That's one of the reasons why the state wants to move the facility to a more secure location, a little further south. Better fencing, better security, better surveillance. Here's lot 300. It's a 2015 Tahoe PPV two-wheel drive, 116,000 miles. Bad transmission, no catalytic converter. You can see the sticker shadows on here from the state police. This is a dark blue. Also, right around the door handle, it's, I don't know, faded, scuffed. I'm not sure what's going on there. Each door handle. And out back, we got a hitch. But overall, oh wait, looks like that's just glue residue. Overall, I think the condition is pretty decent. It seems like every 2015 Tahoe has transmission problems. Inside, it's not terrible. I mean, there's no center console. All kinds of, I don't know, wiring, I guess, for the lights and for the controllers. Down here, I don't know. Oh, look, there's a power port. That's interesting. The little tiny screen that you get with the PPVs. Looks like a seat's been reinstalled because there was a partition in here at one point. I guess they keep these in storage and they install them when they resell these cars. out back, I mean, just more remnants of the cage that was in here at one point. Looking at the tires, there's still plenty of tread on it. That one's wearing nice. This one's on the flat side and it's more worn out. Bidding right now is $4,700. I'm guessing it's a 5.3 liter, 355 horsepower, 6-speed transmission is what you get with the 2015s. There was also a 6.2 liter option, making something like, I don't know, 415 horsepower or so. I doubt very much if any of these have ever gotten that bigger engine. Let's see where this one ends up. And just a couple cars down from that Taurus, lot 518. It's a 2012 Caprice PPV 9C3, 78,094 miles. Bidding is at $4,508. And right away, this thing is clean all around. You can see right on the windshield, missing catalytic converter. Most of the cars out here are. Inside, check it out, 9C3. Oh my goodness. Missing a dial over here. Carpeting, center console, clean, no holes. No damage, nothing. I'm going to tell you right now, this thing, I'm sure came from the Department of Justice. They seem to have a budget for nicer cars. Woo! Let's scroll through, take a look. Oh, one pressure missing. 1851 on idle hours, how nice. 78,000 miles. So down here, we'll turn on the air conditioning, get that on, juice up the fan speed. And I'm not feeling any cold air yet. Maybe it just needs a charge. He's got the cloth back seat. Of course, there's no marks in the roof. There's no tickle light either. Doing a walk around, all I see is a little scrape right there. No dents, no dings, no antenna holes. Nothing coming out of the exhaust tips. This is a good one. This is a really, really good one. You go 6 liters, 362 horsepower. It's flex fuel and displacement on demand. While this was running, I took a look under the hood. The crank pulley was wobbling just a little, but not much at all. There was no weird noises, no ticking sounds, no cam and lifter sounds. This looks like a good car, even though it's missing catalytic converters and the tires are beat on this. That 9C3 spec is going to bring some money, a lot of money. 10 grand maybe. Now I'm going to bid on this. I can't go up to 10 grand, but we're going to see where this one's at. I'm really interested. I'm excited about this car, and I got my fingers crossed. Let's see how it ends up. Rapid fire time on John Deere Gator 4x6. Bidding is at $800. Kayaks, each one is a different lot. Bidding right now between $20 and $33 each. Paddle boats at $25 a piece. Here's a Woods zero-turn mower. Bidding is at $125. Next door is a John Deere zero-turn. Doesn't run. Bidding is at $25. And of course, at every one of these auctions, there's at least a handful of Ford Focuses. This is a 2013, lot 303, 876,000 miles. Power shift transmission. Oh my goodness. The bidding is $2,300 right now on these, and guaranteed this will sell for $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. I think they're attractive. There's a couple forums out there on the internet, and folks are asking questions about how to do manual transmission conversions on these. And I think the short answer is you can't, not for the money. I mean, you can do anything for the right price, but for what it costs and what the car value is, I mean, it just doesn't make sense. The state keeps dumping these off and people keep buying them at full retail price. Let's see who's the sucker on this one. And check this out. This is a pair of Chevy Impalas. This is a 2014, 2015. The mileage, 21,828 on that one. 23,314 on this one. Bidding is at $5,100 on each of these cars. These are typically used as driver education cars here in Delaware. And this is clean. It might just be the cleanest Impala I've ever seen before. This is not a PPV, which is what I was expecting. So this is, I guess, an LS. You got the fabric interior. Oh yeah, check it out. You got all your stickers on the back. And they would throw those stickers right back here somewhere on the trunk lid. And these cars are flawless. And these are going to sell for a lot of money. Typically when I'm seeing these sell, they're in the $7,000 range for the PPV models. But the miles on these are absurdly low. and it's going to go full retail, guaranteed. We go lot 333, a 2014 Dodge Charger, 72,500 miles, no keys, no catalytic converter. Bidding is at $3,001, and this thing just doesn't fit. Something just doesn't seem right with this car. This thing is a disaster. It's all been ripped apart. It does have the 8.4 U-Connect. That's a good thing. This is picked apart. Down here we got the RT wheels. We got Michelin tires. There's a little bit of tread left on it. This is definitely not a police car. Maybe confiscated? I don't know. But without keys and the catalytic converter missing and that interior picked apart and whatever electronic and electrical issues you may run into, I don't know how much value this car has. 2003 Dodge Durango, 122,000 miles. Bidding is at $500. It has bad brakes, but this thing is clean, man. The interior is spotless. I bought one of these probably this time last year. I paid something like $1,330 for it, $1,350, and it was in similar condition. And it was a great car. It really was. Drove it, enjoyed it for a few weeks, a few months. One problem I had on mine was if you can look way down in there, right on the frame, you'll see a little bit of wetness, oil residue. You see it down there? Mine had the same problem. And it was simple. It was just an oil switch. I had the 4.7 liter, and people ragged on it. But you know what? It did great. It drove great, had enough power. This thing looks just as nice as the one I had. And the cargo area, again, just as clean as the rest of the truck. Hopping in. We'll give it a start. Starts right up. Because of the brakes, I'm not going to engage the transmission. But let's pop the hood, take a look. I don't see any engine designations on there. I don't know what size it is. I'm sure it's the 4.7. Looks like some critters made a home in here. Looks clean. So look, I'm not getting any air conditioning out of this, but if the bidding stays close to this $500 mark, I might jump in on this one. The AC is a deal breaker though. I mean, that's a $1,000 repair, and all of a sudden you're getting outside the realm of being reasonable on the 2003. But I like this truck. I like this one a lot. Two cargo vans side by side, one Ford, one Chevy. 2013 Ford Transit, 110,000 miles, no catalytic converter. Bidding is at $1,808. Right next door, the competitor, the Chevy Express, 2015, 95,000 miles, no catalytic converters. Bidding is at $3,108. There's two more of these Express vans here, similar miles, same year, similar bidding amount too. Here's lot 315. It's a 2016 Dodge Caravan, 91,000 miles. Bidding is at $2,255. This is a flood damage car, and it looks clean inside. There's no weird smells, that's for sure. I'm looking for maybe signs of water damage or a line of water or muck, and I'm not seeing anything on here. You know, what frustrates me about this is that the insurance money has already probably been paid out to the state, and the state's still selling it out here. It's probably a parts car. I mean, I guess somebody buys this for airbags and parts and fenders and interior. I don't see any evidence. I mean, it looks clean and fine. I'm sure there's going to be all kinds of issues with the electronics. You can count on that. I don't know, so let's just see where it ends up. So that is the auction preview. A lot of good cars out here. I have zero interest in the Tahoes. I'm not looking to pay top dollar and have to fix the transmission and add catalytic converters. That Caprice, man, I want that bad. I want that Caprice. I'm not going to spend $10,000 for it. I'm going to tell myself right now I'm not going to do it. I do want the Taurus, the second Taurus, the one with no keys. I'm willing to take the risk on that as long as the price is right. The body-wise, it looks a little nicer actually too. And I'm betting it came from the same agency. It has the same mileage. It was treated the same way as the other Taurus. So that's where I'm looking at. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for coming on the tour with me, and I will see you next time.